What's going on, YouTubers? My name is Robert Serrano Jr., natural born thriller, and welcome everyone to WWE RAW Review, the show from June 4th, 2018. And basically, this is going to be a pre-recording, obviously, because I was not right on schedule when it comes to it doing the RAW review last week, so I apologize for that. But I'm going to try my best to do it here. When it comes to the preview, pre-tape, basically pre-recording, if you know, to say the least. But Raw was basically last week. We're at, well, I wouldn't say last. Was it last week? Yeah, I think last week. Yeah, last week because I just remember we're in a new week now. So yeah, so last week Raw was in Houston, Texas. You got Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and not Jonathan. Excuse me, not Jonathan Coachman, because Jonathan Coachman was on assignment as always, and there was no Booker T. Instead, we got someone else new, who goes by the name of David Otunga. Now, David Otunga, I remember at the time he was supposed to be an original Raw cast member for the commentary with Michael Cole and Corey Graves on that last year, but because something happened, I don't remember what was that involves David Otunga, whatever. Maybe it was a movie that he was doing and everything, and then the whole thing with Jennifer Hudson, his I guess now his ex-wife. And it ended up being Booker T taking his place, and then later on, basically just later on this year, Jonathan Coachman ends up getting that spot. So yeah, David Otunga was here for Raw last week in Houston, Texas. Usually when he does commentary, he's on the pre-show for either for a Raw pre-show or for a pay-per-view pre-show for the WWE. When it comes to doing his analysis as a commentator. Now, I thought he did okay, but there was some parts that he irritated him. You know, he irritated me at some points. But I'll tell more when we get to it momentarily. But yeah, I'm about to give you this these results about what happened with Raw from last week, because I didn't get a chance to do it last week, and again I want to apologize for that. And I'll try to get back on track on for this week if I can. But we'll see how that happens. But only time will tell. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. So here we go. So the show opened up with Elias. So yeah, for a change, we got Elias open up the show for WWE RAW. I can't remember last time we did open up the show with Elias, but hey, it's something new here. So Elias comes out. You know, he's being greeted by the fans in Houston, Texas, and they're all booing him. And he mentions about what he did to Seth Rollins, which it got him boos. And then when he did this whole stick of Who Wants to Walk with Elias, they did a sing-along. And then the whole thing with WWE stands for Walk with Elias, they did that sing-along too. Even though they're supposed to boo this guy after what this guy did to their beloved Seth Rollins. And he's getting cheered. So yeah, that right there was a fail for WWE on WWE's part. To have Elias to do his same old stick and all that when it comes to Walk with Elias, and doing this whole WWE stands for Walk with Elias. To me, I would not allow him to do that. I would have been like, screw you people. I'm not gonna you're not gonna do the sing along with me. In no way you guys not to do a sing along with me. I'm not gonna do what I always do. I'm not gonna say my catchphrase and all that. I mean, I'm not gonna have him say that part, but I get what I mean. So Elias is singing, playing his guitar. The crowds are going along with it, and Seth Rollins comes out to attack him. And then all of a sudden we get Jinder Mahal coming out to beat down on Seth Rollins along with Elias and with Samir Singh, by the way. And when you saw that happening, obviously, if any of you have seen this happening with Seth Rollins, with Elias, and on top of that you got Jinder Mahal, Sameer Singh beating him down. That right there tells you that they're going to have Roman Reigns come out there to be the savior. And sure enough, here comes boring fuckface coming out for the save. Crowds, well, here's the thing about the crowds. Half of them were booing, but most of them were cheering. So basically, WWE got what they wanted there. The fans that cheered, basically, the WWE just had the fans play in their own hands. This is the type of reaction that they wanted on the fans to get to Roman Reigns, and it kind of worked. And it kind of worked. But at the same time, these fans they feel for every fucking time when something like this happens to Seth Rollins, and then they send someone out there that people don't like, to get the reaction that the WWE wants that person to get, and that person, Roman Reigns. So basically, WWE got what they wanted there. Like I said, you still got some boos there, but the boos were actually drawn out by the big cheers, which that annoyed me right there. Like, you're supposed to hate this guy, and you're cheering for him. So then also we get Kurt Angle coming out, the Raw general manager, and says that we're gonna make the match right here, right now. Well, actually, it was never a match anyways, but he made a match anyways. He made a tag team match, going for his Teddy Long stick. So it's gonna happen right here, right now, and all that. So yeah, so we get Elias and Jinder Mahal being, with Sameer Singh at ringside versus Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. And folks, I did not care about this match at all, because you got boring fuckface Roman Reigns there, and you got the modern day Treasure Raja, Jinder Mahal out there as well. And it's a shame that I don't want to care about this match, because you got Elias and Seth Rollins, who I do care about, and it really hurts them more than it hurts me. And when it comes to this, when it comes to keep me entertained, because there are other guys that I find entertaining as well. But I find these guys entertaining more on Raw. And there's other people too, like Braun Strowman, a Finn Balor, a Bobby Roode, a Kevin Owens, and just name a few. But here's the thing about that: they're not involved with Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins and Elias are, so it's hard to get into Elias and Seth Rollins in all this when Roman Reigns is there. And then on top of that, you got Jinder Mahal there that I don't care about anymore either. So basically, what I'm trying to say here is that fuck this match. Don't care who was in the match. Fuck this match. Elias and Jinder Mahal won. Roman Reigns was protected. Seth Rollins took the pinfall. And by the way, Elias went for the pin, by the way. So there you go. So yeah, fuck Jinder Mahal. Fuck Roman Reigns. Fuck this feud. And fuck WWE for shoving that down our throats. And I'll get to more of that when we get to it later. Oh yeah, Bruce Pritchard was there as a fan. And I see myself, fuck Bruce Pritchard. But we see Kurt Hawkins in the ring. He's got a table of tacos at ringside. And he says he's gotten 199 losses. And he says and it's not going to be 200, because when he wins, not only he's going to break that record, but he say he's going to give away free tacos to the WWE fans, basically. So basically, he introduces this jobber, his opponent, basically, and he's from Houston, Texas, and his name is James Harlan. So this is James Harlan that's being introduced by Kurt Hawkins from Raw last week. So this is WWE's James Harlan, even though Booker T, one of his is basically, this guy is Booker T's student, who tweeted him, congrats to him and everything, and revealed his real name, by the way, Will Lockhart. So Will Lockhart is playing the role of being James Harlan. And this This is the real James Harden from the Houston Rockets, from the NBA. And I'm saying to myself, really, WWE? Really? James Harden for this Caucasian American guy to be called James Harden, even though there's a real James Harden out there in the NBA who's African American. I mean, seriously, you couldn't come up with any other names for this Shamoke, this competitor for Kurt Hawkins. Morons. I wonder whose idea was that. Oh, I'll get to that later, by the way. Based on who I heard who wrote the show for Raw, I'll get to that later on. But they had a match. Obviously, Kurt Hawkins was getting the better of it. James Harden got this much offense. So basically, okay, so Kurt Hawkins obviously going to win here, right? Nope. They disappointed us here. Because Baron Corbin comes out. He comes out. Why? Well, here's why he came out. He attacked James Harden. And this costs a DQ. So there's basically Kurt Hawkins is now 0-200 in WWE. Which means he still has a streak of being defeated ever since he came back to WWE. So yeah, James Harden wins by disqualification because of Baron Corbin's interference. So Kurt Hawkins go after Baron Corbin, but Baron Corbin pie faces him with a taco, and then dumps the entire taco that was on the table onto Kurt Hawkins because he fell down and everything. And I'm saying to myself, well, so much for free tacos. And by the way, what waste of food, by the way? Which by the way I don't care because I don't like tacos anyway. So for anyone that was disappointed they didn't get the tacos, too bad. That's all I gotta say. And also we see Baron Corbin walking up to Kurt Angle in his office. And Baron Corbin goes to let Kurt Angle know that he's been overshadowed on Raw. He hasn't been getting any opportunities. So he went directly to Stephanie McMahon at WWE headquarters. And basically sign up some kind of paper works and all that to let Kurt Angle know that Baron Corbin is from now on going to be the eyes and the ears for Raw Commissioner Stephanie McMahon when it comes to Kurt Angle's mistakes as Raw General Manager. And the position that he's been given, he's been appointed to be the new constable of Monday Night Raw. And what the fuck does that mean? I have no idea. Don't even know the definition of that. Never even heard of that word before. But yeah, he is now Baron Corbin is now the constable, or how like the Lexman said, the Constable Corbin. I think that's how you said it, right? The Constable Corbin of Monday Night Raw now. So yeah, Baron Corbin, he's going basically he's basically like an assistant for Stephanie McMahon and an advisor. And kind of like how they give the role of Vicky Guerrero at one point, who's the official consultant of SmackDown, which was annoying too, by the way. So basically, Kurt Angle looked upset because of that, and yeah. So yeah, Baron Corbin's this is what Baron Corbin doing. And by the way, this should have been Kevin Owens' storyline because of the whole thing with Kevin Owens kissing Stephanie McMahon's ass about how Kevin Owens not getting this opportunity and everything, and we're going to give it to Baron Corbin. All right, whatever. So we'll see where that goes. But besides that, let's get to what happened next. Next, we get to Raw Women's Champion Nia Jax versus Natalya, and you have Ronda Rousey on commentary. And Ronda Rousey sits on commentary repeatedly about something with her and her husband and all that. And I see myself, wait a minute, why does she keep saying that? Like, we heard you about what 3 times already, and you still gotta mention this. It's like she had nothing else to say on commentary, but whatever. But as far as the match was between Nia Jax and Natalya, didn't care much about it. And then to make matters worse, also we get to Natalya stepping all on top of Nia Jax to go over her, to go on like she always does when it comes to her opponents, which I think is that's an unsafe thing. That's basically an unsafe thing to do. By the way, I've been calling it for years. How the way that Natalia does it, but because Nia Jax is huge, it's fine. Because it looked good when she did it to Nia Jax, but and then also she hits the ropes and everything, right? And she acted like her knee got hurt, and I say to myself, how do you hurt your knee by running the ropes? So also Nia Jax goes for a small drop afterwards and gets the win. After the match, Natalia's struggling to get back up. Nia Jax looks worried. Why she looks worried? Even though she's supposed to be a heel after what she did 2 weeks ago. Taunting Ronda Rousey and treating Michelle Webb like dirt and all that, blah blah blah. And then Ronda Rousey was gonna check on Natalya. Nia Jax is trying to find out what's going on, and Ronda Rousey is brushing her off. And Nia Jax was like, I'm trying to see if she's okay and everything. And then Ronda Rousey is like back off and everything, basically making Ronda Rousey looking like an asshole. And Nia Jax was again showing that she's worried about Natalya. And I see myself, wait a minute, you're supposed to be a heel now. You're like, at this point, folks, I'm like saying to myself, yeah, WWE does not they have no clue what they're doing with Nia Jax right now. Just 2 weeks ago, they have her being a heel, and then a week later, now she's back being a baby face. Like, what the fuck's going on here? So basically, Natalya was helped out by Ronda Rousey and the referee into the back, and Nia Jax stood in the ring. Nia Jax could have attacked Ronda Rousey because she's a heel and everything. I would rather have that than Nia Jax to stand there and looking worried. But yeah, but she's not like most girls though, right? And that was in the hour number 1 for Raw. So tomorrow wrestling for hour number 1, 2 matches. Now we get to hour number 2. Hour number 2 will feature Renee Young interviewing Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode said that him being the Money in the Bank, and he said and when he wins it, it's going to be glorious. And then she says, well, Rob, what about your match against Braun Strowman? And then, well, that's not glorious, but I'm going to try where I can to survive and everything. He's got some gold. He's got some strips of sleep to beat Braun Strowman and to get some momentum for Money in the Bank and everything. So there you go. Now we get to Braun Strowman versus Bobby Roode. Match itself, didn't care for that much either, folks. But Bobby Roode at one point got the ladder. He set up a bridge, between for that ladder between the apron and the barricade, and then he taunts Braun Strowman to chase him around the ring. So sure enough, Bobby Roode goes under the ladder. Braun Strowman stops because the ladder's in his way. Just the way it was done is stupid. It was stupid anyways. But Bobby Roode is taunting Braun Strowman. So Braun Strowman goes like this, and then boom, breaks the ladder in half, like it was a pencil. So Bobby Roode runs away again from Braun Strowman, and Bobby Roode trips. The worst thing that could have happened for Bobby Roode is him tripping. And Braun Strowman called him and destroys him. First gets him in the ring, gets him in the running power slam, and gets the win over Bobby Roode. So yeah, your winner, Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman has been gained some big momentum and some big steams of getting a lot on his side when it comes to being the favorite of winning the Money in the Bank this year. And remember, folks, if he wins it, he'll be known as Monster in the Bank, like WWE creatives did for him 2 weeks ago. So we see Kevin Owens. He was, and basically during the match between Braun Strowman and Bobby Roode, he was watching the match the entire time, and he gets confirmed by I'm trying to remember who. No, I think it was dumbass Charlie Caruso. I think it was Charlie Caruso. Or I think it was Dasha. even though it makes no sense because Dasha is supposed to be on SmackDown. Now I'm trying to remember if it was Dasha. No, I think it was Troy Caruso, if I'm not mistaken. It probably was Troy Caruso. So yeah, so Ken Owens is being interviewed by Troy Caruso about, you know, the Money in the Bank, you know, and all that. So not much to say about it. But Ken Owens was making some smart ass comments and everything, and then also talks about his match against against Finn Balor, meant to say, for the main event, and we'll get to that later. So we see Nia. I mean, not well, we do see Nia Jax in this segment, but not yet. Natalya, she's got an ice on her knee because she's in the trainer room after that fake spot of her knee got hurt, which was stupid the way it was done, and the acting was terrible too, by the way. So Ronda Rousey is checking on her and everything. She's okay. Nia Jax comes in and she apologized for what happened about her knee. And I see myself, why are you apologizing about her knee? Like you didn't attack her knee. So then Ronda Rousey was like, you done enough and everything. And I see myself, wait a minute, done enough? What do you mean? What are you talking about? She didn't do anything to her knee. What? Who's writing this shit? So then Nia Jax was like, look, Natalya is as much as my friend as she is yours and everything. And then Natalya's trying to calm both of them down. And then she's like, Nia Jax, I know you didn't hurt me on purpose and everything. And I said to myself, what? She didn't go after her knee. What are they talking about? If you watch the match, look at the match. Watch the match. Natalya hurt her knee because she ran the ropes. Nia Jax didn't hurt her knee. Natalya did that herself. So how did Nia Jax hurt Natalya's knee? This was bad writing written all over it. And I'll get to who wrote the show, by the way. Just based on who I heard who wrote this show. And I'll give you my overall summary when I get to it. So Natalya is walking away with her crutch, right? That's because she's hurt and everything, right? So then Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey look at her as she's walking away, and they look at each other, and then they look back at Natalya walking away. Garbage, fucking garbage. And I feel sorry that Ronda Rousey is involved with this garbage too. And then we get to the Raw Tag Team Champions, the leaders of Bootlegs. Bootleg Matt Hardy and Babyface Wyatt. So basically they are being interviewed by Renee Young in the ring about the tag team division, getting an opportunity of the Raw Tag Team titles, and the only way they could get it is to win the Battle Royal. Basically they talk about the Woken Warriors, the Fireflies, they're the leader of Worlds, and they say to the winners, they will be eaten and be deleted, to be faded away and classified themselves as obsoletes. And yes, wonderful. And then they applaud. Everyone applaud because Renee was acting all sarcastic and everything, whatever. Yeah, WWE they fucking ruined the fun of broken Matt Hardy with this woken Matt Hardy that now I call it the bootleg Matt Hardy. And by the way, it just goes to show you that TNA / Impact Wrestling's creative team has a better superior writing of when it comes to segments and shows than WWE creative writers. So we get to this match, the Battle Royal tag team, no one contenders, all the Raw tag teams. So you assume all the Raw tag teams were a part of this, right? Here's who was in it: Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder from the Revival, Connor and Victor from the Ascension, Beauty and the Man Beast, which is Heath Slater and Rhino, Fagdongo and Prince Pussy from the Faggot Police, Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews from Titus Worldwide. Notice I didn't do this whole thing, with Titus Worldwide thing. The B team, which is Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. And finally, Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. And that's all the Raw tag teams, folks. Wait a minute. Wait, is that all the Raw tag teams? Wait a minute. Let me double check here. Oh yeah, that's right. Where's AOP? Autos of Pain. Where are they? Akam and Razor. Did we forget about them? I mean, they made their jump from NXT to come to Raw the night after WrestleMania, and they only been on Raw about 4 times maybe. Where are they? Besides wrestling on house shows, where they been? This is what happens when you bring up someone from NXT. Unless WWE main rosters has a plan for these developmental guys from NXT, you could bring them up. But if you don't have any plans for them to come to the main roster, how about do not give them a call to come down to the main roster and don't do shit with them? But hey, at least they're doing something with Ember Moon, right? Let's keep in mind, Sasha Banks was in that category too, by the way, when it comes to bringing her to the main roster, and they haven't done anything much with her. So basically, the match was about to start, right? They ring the bell for the introduction for JoJo to make, and immediately these wrestlers just go at it, except for Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre that were standing on the apron while all this is going on. A few referees, about 2 to 3, just telling them to wait, stop. You gotta wait till JoJo do her announcement first, and they didn't listen. So JoJo, while they're wrestling, JoJo still continuing on to doing the introduction. I think she was told to, but at the same time she's doing her job. By the way, unlike these wrestlers in the ring, they were not doing their jobs. They didn't wait until she do her introduction first. Basically, they're all fighting and everything, and meanwhile you got Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler staying on the apron, laughing as all was going down. It was a complete mess, folks, and it's gonna make it to Botchamania, by the way. That was weird. And then after JoJo was done, and then Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler gets in the ring. At least they did their jobs. I like these wrestlers, these other wrestler tag teams in that match didn't follow the rules. Wow, that was embarrassing. But WWE, they don't care if they're an embarrassment. I mean, you got the president of Fox telling the USA Network, or was it the USA Network, something like that? The president of Fox was told by USA Network that they are embarrassed of the show that the WWE portray on TV. But anyways, so we get the match going on, and already the first one getting eliminated by Ty Dillinger, by the way. Dolph Ziggler gets eliminated, which means Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre are both out. And I say myself, wait a minute, but these two, they're showcasing. They've been showcasing that they're a good tag team, and they haven't lost a tag team match. And then Dolph Ziggler gets thrown out first, and that's it. Those two are not going after the tag titles. But I kind of already knew who was going after the tag titles anyways, because how they were booking these tag team. But at the same time, if if you weren't gonna have Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre win, then why even put them in the match? By having them in the match, I was assuming they were gonna win. No, you just made not only they didn't win, but they were the first one eliminated from the match. Are you fucking kidding me? So Drew McIntyre gets pissed off. He beats up on everyone in his way in the match. Dolph Ziggler gets in there to help out too, and that was it. They leave, and I see myself. Well, that doesn't make me feel any better. They still lost. Taz Worldwide were eliminated because of the revival. Fandango eliminated Victor, which means the Ascension has been gone. We get Dash Wilder eliminate Fandango, which at least the Faggot Police get eliminated. Rhino grabs Dash Wilder and throws him out of the ring. So basically, yeah, the Revival have been eliminated. So basically, we got two joke tag teams, the final two, in this tag team battle royal to determine who's going to face the Raw tag team champions in the future. And you had you have Heath Slater and Rhino who are being treated as a joke in the tag team division. And on top of that, you got the B team, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, who also are jokes too, based on how WWE's been booking them. Those two teams are the last two. Are going to be the ones are going to be determined to be number contenders. Not the Revival. Not Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. Not even the Authors of Pain. Again, they're not even in the match. Not even there gets to be number contenders. So who ends up being number contender? Well, here's what happened. Rhino. Heath Slater picks up Bo Dallas and accidentally hits Rhino with his legs, which knocks him over out of the ring. And that led to the B team, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, to win, to become new number one contenders for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Well, I kind of knew they was going with them anyways because they're pushing them to being an upset undefeated tag team. Fucking garbage. Fucking garbage. What's next? You're gonna have Dana Brooke be the number one contender for the Raw Women's Championship? What a fucking joke. Wrestling Hour number 2. 2 matches. Sorry, folks. I gotta do something here. My tablet was acting up here. All right, here we go. Next, we get to Bobby Lashley coming out to respond to Sami Zayn, basically, about the whole thing with the 3 sisters, and then the whole thing with Sami Zayn challenging him for a match for Money in the Bank and all that. Basically, he calls out Sami Zayn to have an old-fashioned way, that sell this like men. So Sami Zayn meets the kids. He comes out not from the entranceway, but from the crowd. Sami Zayn basically says, "You expect me to get in that ring with you? Nope, not so. I don't think so. I'm not that stupid." And then Lashley was being attacked by Sami Zayn when it comes to his Instagram. When it comes to Bobby Lashley's post that he wrote on Instagram about being inspirational, being a motivator and all that. One of the posts I saw on his Instagram was true, but the other one that they did, I didn't see it. It's not there, unless I missed it. But I double checked it. I triple checked it too, and I couldn't find it. So that must have been a fake one right there that they did. And also, Sami Zayn also showed something about some kind of MVP. I mean VIP Bobby Lashley's website that was there, which was the way it looked. It was so stupid. It looked like it was way too revealing to be a full shop of it. And then you got Bobby Lashley smiling the entire time because he can't help himself but to smile. And then he's like, Sami Zayn, where you going? Where you going? Like where you going? Like where you going? And blah blah. Like, this is trash. This is fucking trash. I'm right hating this. So what was the point of all this? Well, here's the thing. Sami Zayn said something about how that Sami Zayn created a fake Instagram account to DM Bobby Lashley. And then talking about, you know, how Bobby Lashley is living a lie, saying that do you even have 3 sisters and everything? Like this is so fucking stupid. And then he says, and did you really did you really serve in the military? And like, really? We're going this route with Bobby Lashley? So we're going with the route with Bobby Lashley is being a liar and a phony. We're doing this storyline with Bobby Lashley. Are you fucking kidding me? And Bobby Lashley, he gets mad. He takes off his suit coat and on that, right? And then after that, he's you know, Sami Zayn leaves and everything, and then Lashley smiles. Like why would you just stand there and let Sami Zayn talk all that shit to you? Why couldn't you just get out of the ring and go after him? No, we gotta sit through a talking segment with Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley about how, you know, Sami Zayn is exposing Bobby Lashley of being a liar and a phony. Absolute fucking bullshit. So yes, WWE is going to run a storyline of Bobby Lashley is a liar and a phony. But with John Cena, we're not going to go with that one, because John Cena is all about Make-A-Wish, you know, supporting the troops, supporting breast cancer, supporting you know, Connor's cure, supporting special you know, special needs people. Like I said, Make-A-Wish and all that. And then the whole thing with John Cena, you know, saluting like he's a fucking Marine, which he's not. He never served as a Marine either. He just he played one on in the movies, you know, the Marine movie. John Cena was playing a role of a Marine, and based on WWE doing this bullshit too, by the way, WWE fans are gonna you know, for those that eat, sleep, and shit WWE 24/7 in the bubble, are gonna be like, oh yeah, the Bobby Lashley, I never heard of him serving and all that, like, and you know, that's gonna run in their minds, and those same people are the same people that said at one point that John Cena served in the military. No, he didn't. John Cena never served in the military. John Cena wouldn't even try to serve in the military. Bobby Lashley served in the military, motherfuckers. Bobby Lashley ain't no phony. He ain't no liar. He is legit as it comes. He is 100% real. Meanwhile, you got John Cena, who's a legit liar, a legit phony, a legit fake motherfucker who never served. Bobby Lashley served. His family served. That storyline that WWE was doing with John Cena, that should have been Bobby Lashley's storyline. And a gimmick. They also give to John Cena too, where John Cena is always going to be saluting and have a dog tag, and then you know, doing all this nice you know, this nice guy routine and all that. That should be Bobby Lashley's gimmick, not John Cena. So yeah, WWE is fine with but doing the that storyline with John Cena, that he's all about the kids and all that, and making them happy and everything, because of the troops and all that. But with Bobby Lashley, we're going to just call him a liar and a phony. You fucking bastards. So yeah, I hate this segment. Moving on. And this is part of hour number 3, by the way. Troy Caruso interviews Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal talks about how Roman Reigns is bitter. No, Vince McMahon's bitter. Feels like he's been threatened by him. And like to myself, I could give a fuck about this. And then on the other side, we got Roman Reigns being interviewed by Renee Young, and Roman Reigns talking about how Mahal has done nothing around here lately. Jinder Mahal, former WWE champion for 6 months. He wrestled AJ Styles. He wrestled Randy Orton numerous of times. He wrestled Shinsuke Nakamura. He's been in WWE Championship matches as WWE champion on pay-per-view. He's wrestled AJ Styles. He's wrestled Bobby Roode when it comes to being in the United States Championship tournament. He also was wrestling at WrestleMania to wrestle for the United States Championship title and won, even though we didn't want him to win that belt, but he won. But Roman Reigns is going to stand there and say that Jinder Mahal hasn't done anything around here. So then Jinder Mahal says to Roman Reigns, he basically cuts him off. Basically, they're not in the same room, by the way. Just to let you know that. They were in different rooms. So Jinder Mahal intervened and says that Roman Reigns has been handing everything to him. Like, exactly. Roman Reigns was handing everything to him because he's been overrated. He's been shoved down our throats. He's been featured more. He's been developed more. And on top of that, Vince McMahon does not want to give up on this guy because this guy has a look. There's more to it when it comes to this company than looks. You gotta have the charisma. You gotta have the personality. You gotta have the potential. You gotta have the passion. You gotta have the endurance, which Roman Reigns doesn't have any of that anymore. Not saying that Jinder Mahal has it, but I'm just saying. So then Roman Reigns decides, you know what? I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna go to you and beat you up and everything, right? So he goes to walk off, and he realizes he went the wrong way, and he asks one of the other guys in the suits, like, "Where's Jinder Mahal?" He's like, "He's down that way." Fucking idiot. Roman Reigns, yeah, and this is supposed to be the guy. You know, this is supposed to be, I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm the guy. Yeah, this company is a fucking embarrassment with this guy as the top guy. So Roman Reigns goes to the right direction this time. He finds Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal uses Samir Singh as a shield. Basically, they did the same old thing that they did 2 weeks ago with these two guys. I'm sorry, 3 weeks ago. I meant to say. My apologies, because 2 weeks ago was the Memorial Day episode. So yeah, so Jinder Mahal beats up Roman Reigns, and then Roman Reigns gets the better of him because we gotta make Roman Reigns look strong. And then we get officials breaking up and everything. Same old shit, same old segment that they did with these two guys before, except Roman Reigns didn't spear him to the wall. Then we get to Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, and Ember Moon versus the Riot Squad, which is Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan. And you're wondering why Alexa Bliss is teamed up with Sasha Banks and Ember Moon. Well, in a way, it kind of makes sense because they're both. Because all 3 of them are part of the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So WWE want to do this booking to the women's that are not in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match that failed to be part of it. So so they booked this match, and at one point, basically I got into the match until they decided to do this angle where Alexa Bliss did a spot where she faded a knee injury. And then she tags out, and then she leaves. And I say as a women, I just did the same knee injury booking with Natalya. And now we're doing it with Alexa Bliss. Now, I wouldn't mind them doing an injury angle, even if it is a fake one. But at least have her tweak her ankle or a hamstring. No, no, we gotta go with the knee. The knee is the problem. So basically, I didn't care about the match at this point. And then Bayley comes out to team up with Sasha Banks and Ember Moon to face the Riot Squad. And the referee allows this. Bayley got tagged in. And Bayley gets the win for her team with the Bayley to Bayley on Liv Morgan. So all of a sudden we see Baron Corbin, who's unhappy with this with Kurt Angle in his office, and says, "Are you gonna do something about this?" And then Kurt Angle was like, "Was none of your business." Like, really? None of his business? Did you forget that Stephanie McMahon, you give him the position to being the constable of Raw? You know, Constable Corbin. So Baron Corbin is basically threatening Kurt Angle's, do you want me to talk to Stephanie McMahon about this? And then Kurt Angle was like, he leaves, and basically he's going to go confront Bayley, Ember Moon, and Sasha Banks. So before we get to that part, we first see Bayley, Ember Moon, and Sasha Banks celebrating, and talk about how Bayley, thank you for having our back and everything. Ember Moon's like, we're going to go out celebrate and everything, and you two should hug it out. And they're about to, but then Kurt Angle shows up and says, girls, don't congratulate her yet and all that, because based on Bayley not being part of the match, he's got